Hi, I'm Nadine Batat, and on behalf of Tomorrow's Technician and Continental Belts and Hose, I'd like to introduce our October 2021 Student of the Month. Ethan Fortner is a senior student at the Walker County Center of Technology in Jasper, Alabama. While wrapping up his senior year of high school this year, Ethan is working at a local Honda dealership while also completing AP classes as well as working online for his automotive technology class. Ethan is described as a knowledge seeker who works hard to improve his skill set day by day. Welcome to Ethan Fortner. Ethan, what first inspired you to take automotive classes?
What inspired me is that my dad's actually a truck driver, and so I've always liked machinery. And I was always just wanting something new, something a little bit different to learn. As I've helped my dad numerous of times with his trucks, I've even rebuilt one of his trucks with him. And I wanted to learn something new, something different. I've always liked cars. And Mr. Craig, he was a really nice teacher whenever I did my eighth grade touring. And then whenever ninth grade came, we redid those tours. And I just saw him and I just knew for a fact that this is going to be able to be something that I want to do.
That's so cool. Do you have a favorite project or repair that you've worked on at school?
Something we're working on at school right now is a LS camshaft in a Chevy Tahoe. That is something that Mr. Craig has tasked me and a couple of other students with. And so far, we're just waiting on the parts, but we already got the cams out and the heads off, down all the way to the engine block with the pistons and the crank still in it. So that's something that's currently at the school that we're doing.
Amazing. Tell us about your Audi rebuild. How did that all begin?
I believe I was 16. It was the March of not last year, but the year before that, whenever COVID started hitting. And that summer previous to that, my dad was already trying to get me a car, but we ran into financial problems, so we weren't able to. But my dad wanted to find me a nice car, and we scoured a little bit, and then we both found actually the same car. We sent the same link to each other, which is pretty funny to me. And they were selling the car for $2,200. Whenever we first got to the car, it was covered in, I believe, pollen, so it didn't really look that great. And whenever we first got it, it was actually undrivable, as the clutch itself just would not work. That's actually a problem I'm having right now with it again. It's a thing with those. But it's completely different. Whenever I first saw those torque bits, I didn't know what to think. I've never seen them before, and that was the first time on that car, tearing it down and getting it back to working, that I saw those. I'm like, what are those?
How awesome. What has it been like getting a taste of the workforce while still in your senior year? How have you been able to navigate it all?
It's actually a little bit easier on me this senior year, as Honda Jasper, they close at 6. So as soon as I leave here at trade school, which is about 1:30, I get over there at about 1:40, and I'm able to change clothes and work. But I would say it's been an experience. It was completely different than what I imagined. As I walked into the interview, I spoke with Kevin, and I had that movie set of a mechanic place. You know, it was all clean. You had the specific tech, and you had all these nice laid out tools. And then whenever I went back there for the first time, and I saw how this is a regular shop, it completely changed my mindset. I was a little just shocked of like, this is completely different than what I thought. It wasn't that hard to adjust to it, but it was 100% different. And as much as I hate to say it, but the maturity level, as terms of just goofing around, it's more of just like a big old family than what my fast food experience was. As fast food, you're just coworkers and y'all just put up with each other. But y'all are together y'all are there together for a whole week for about 10 hours each day, if not longer. So you have to at least put up with each other. So it's more of just a big old family than just coworkers, and which is what I like a bit more, as everybody is willing to help out each other, as you know, it's a big old family.
Ethan, before you go, what are your plans for the future?
My future plans, well, it's not that I don't really know, it's just I don't know where to get started. I know here soon I wanted to start another project and rebuild another car, which is a Subaru WRX wagon. It was originally bought so my dad and my brother could use all the parts from it for a manual trans swap in my brother's WRX, but it didn't. They decided against it. They thought it was going to be too much work, and I've always liked Subaru, so I want to get into it. And I plan on building on me another PC, a bit better one than what I actually have. As I would say about a year ago, I built my first PC, which I still have today. But I'm just one since I have more money and I'm able to upgrade it. New parts are coming out. I wanting to be able to upgrade it and actually have a gaming setup to where I can also make videos and just edit like what your editing team does.
That's awesome, Ethan. Thank you. Ethan's instructor, Michael Craig, says,
I chose Ethan Fortner for this opportunity to showcase the young men and women of our classes have a future in automotive repair or anything that they choose to do. But him in particular, he wanted me to be a better teacher. He asks questions. He wants to know how things work. He doesn't come in with a blank stare. If you've been in the teaching situation, you see a lot of that. And he come in and ask questions. He's involved in his community, and as well as with speaking with you, he represents himself very well without any coaching.
Thanks, Michael. Ethan, once again, on behalf of Tomorrow's Technician and Continental, congratulations on being named Student of the Month and good luck with everything moving forward. Instructors, if you have the next Student of the Month in your classroom, please nominate him or her today. Just go to tomorrowstechnician.com to find the entry form. I'm Nadine Batat, and I'll talk to you again soon.